Permaculture, volcanic soil, endemic species, and a couple of big dogs thrive on this hillside in Madeira. This is Fred's family farm. Everything here grows slowly, organically, and as nature intended. But farming in the modern era does not look like this. What we consume comes from vast industrial factories, sprayed with pesticides and pumped full of chemicals, then shipped in plastic. Farming is hamstrung by a financial system that rewards the cheapest possible product. We rarely ask, where does our food come from? And we seldom understand what it's made of. We blindly trust, and we don't verify. Madeira is a remote volcanic island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Perched atop a mountainside some 400 meters high, the wind is a cruel friend. Land is scarce. Winter storms batter greenhouses. What's more, keeping plants alive through winter costs thousands of euros a month in heating alone. For a small family farm, those numbers just don't add up. But one farmer on this island thinks he's found a way to heat his greenhouses for a profit, and it involves Bitcoin. So I contacted a Bitcoin-friendly videographer, ventured halfway up a mountain to see for myself if it was real. Madeira also has one of the sketchiest airport landings in Europe.
Whoa. Some view. Yeah. I'm Joe. How you doing, man?
Hello.
Good to meet you.
I'm Fred.
Yeah. So I've come to wonderful, windy Madeira, which is this wonderfully exposed Atlantic island that's found off the coast of Portugal. And I've come here because I heard from Andre Loja, who I visited last year and the year before on this island, that there is an interesting Bitcoin project here taking place due to a greenhouse that apparently is growing vegetables with Bitcoin and worms. That's the thing that I really don't understand. So yeah, if you come with me to find out about Fred and his farm called Grow Verdi, which is experimenting with Bitcoin and agriculture. Yeah, beggars belief. Come with me. Look at that view. Oh my God. So yeah, please feel free to show me around. I'm curious about this Bitcoin project you have here. So
we have the solar panels, as you can see.
Oh wow, straight as you come in. Yeah, nice. Hi, boa tarde. How are you?
Hello.
I'm Joe.
This is Daniela, our partner, and our baby, our son.
Welcome to the world. Do you know that Daddy's mining Bitcoin?
He will.
This is the smallest greenhouse that Fred and Daniela manage. The larger Bitcoin miner greenhouse was recently damaged by a storm. We'll come to that later. They grow and sell succulents, herbs, aloe vera, and what they refer to as the organic treasures of Madeira. For that, they've got to keep the greenhouse warm.
We've had to take off our coats because it's so warm in here.
Yeah.
Do you know what the temperature is right now?
25 more.
25, yeah. And that's because of the sun, or?
The sun helps, but it's not enough to keep the heat at this time of the year. So we also have the miner down here.
Oh, I hear that sound. I know that sound.
Yeah, it's down there.
Oh, no way. So this entire greenhouse, this gorgeous greenhouse with all of this different vegetation, is heated by a Bitcoin miner, which is just behind me there. Get a couple of Bitcoin miners in your greenhouse and away you go.
So I'm currently holding the microphone to my mouth just here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to then hold it over the miners so you get a sense of how it sounds. How do you control it? How do you control the power?
I have the schedule on my phone, so I can basically shut it down.
Just like that?
Just like that.
And
now I
it's
can turn it on again, and now you can hear it going.
It's still warm air.
So how many miners are in this greenhouse? How many?
In this one we have one, on the bottom one we had two, and we're trying to move to the second stage of the project, which is increasing our solar panel because we don't have enough solar production to cover the 3 or 4 miners.
So what's really surprising about this is that it's just a pilot project. There's only 2 miners heating this gigantic greenhouse. But in the future, Fred wants 5 warehouses, 5 greenhouses just like this, which means Bitcoin miners in all of them, which means more energy demand. That's why he's installing 100 watts of solar panels. So it's going to be ramping up a huge amount. And with that also comes the vermiculture, so worms being kept warm by Bitcoin miners, as well as permaculture. So he really is addressing every facet of farming with Bitcoin in mind.
We really needed to heat the greenhouses. There's many other options. We could use natural gas, we could use electric heaters, we could burn the forest down and put it in the biomass boiler.
Trees, you could chop down the trees?
Exactly, and they're invasive trees, so like when you go and measure and try to balance and try to say which is the most environmental friendly, I would think that Bitcoin would be the most environmental friendly.
In Fred's words, it's all about sustainability, and the Bitcoin miners, believe it or not, are that key to unlocking sustainability.
We don't use chemicals because we are certified organic, but other greenhouses would use pesticides to kill some pests that if you had miners lowering the humidity, you wouldn't have those pests.
Right, okay. So Bitcoin miners, in a way, are certified organic.
Yeah, they are. In the greenhouse, without the miner, humidity reaches 99% at night, and it stays at 99% the whole night.
An unexpected benefit of using Bitcoin miners for heat is that they also reduce the relative humidity which plants love.
Are they all sort of natural, endemic to Madeira? Or?
We have endemic and we have, this is lavender. This one here, for example, is endemic from Madeira. If you see the leaves of these ones, these are different types of lavender. And
smells
this
like
one
lavender.
Smells like lavender.
Oh, cool, Madeiran lavender.
Yes.
Grown with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Cool. So these guys need 25 degrees, or they prefer 25 degree
They prefer, some plants we have need the 25, but most of them will grow faster if we have 25 degrees. So instead of you having an electric heater, which is basically the same thing, just takes electricity and produces heat, you do that with a Bitcoin miner.
Yeah. And then you've got the obviously the finances have to work out in some way, right? Because a Bitcoin miner is much more expensive than a regular heater, isn't it?
It is, but even if you make a loss at the mining, you still return more than you just spent. The heater might cost 200 euros, but in like 5 years, it will just spend money and you will get nothing in return. The miner costs more, but you will get something in return for the heat you're producing. It reduces the cost of heating the greenhouse.
Okay.
So basically, over a longer time frame, the Bitcoin miner becomes a money machine, whereas a regular greenhouse heater is initially cheaper, but it becomes a money pit.
When did you first get into Bitcoin mining?
2011.
Wow, okay, so you were mining on a computer
Yeah,
at home,
on a
not-
CPU.
On a
Yeah.
CPU, right, okay.
There
So we
was
now
no
see-
wallet, you had to compile your wallet,
And
there was no seed word.
but this was before exchanges, this was before sort of
Yeah,
custody.
I was a victim of Mt. Gox, the first exchange.
Did you get the coins back?
No, still not.
So you've been force hodling those coins for 13 years.
Yeah, basically.
And what do you do with the Bitcoin that you mine? Like, how long have you been mining first, just on this project?
On this project since 2019, as we don't sell the Bitcoin.
Oh, you
and-
hodl all the Bitcoin that you mine?
Yeah, all of it.
You look quite happy with that.
Yeah, all of it. We
Makes
haven't
sense.
sold a penny, a Satoshi of the miners.
Wow. So
We pay the electricity from the revenue of the business and keep the Bitcoin instead of selling the Bitcoin for the electricity and keeping the euros.
So this nursery has a Bitcoin treasury.
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah.
There is no second best.
So how much does Fred make in Bitcoin per week or per month?
Currently, I cannot. We don't even check
Really?
how much. I just check the terahash, how much. I just check the miners if they're mining, if everything is all right, and then we just set them and forget. If it was an electric heater, I wouldn't be making math on how much the electric heater would make because it wouldn't make anything. I would just have the electrical bill.
Yeah.
So for us, as the main business is the farming, and Bitcoin is here as extra, let's say, and like the base of it, we keep it, as you were saying, like a treasury.
And if you compare the savings you made in Bitcoin to the savings you made with euros, would it have been better to save in euros or in Bitcoin?
Oh, in Bitcoin.
But what about the Bitcoin price volatility? Well, Fred compares it to farming.
In nature and in agriculture, you're kind of used to it. You have the seasons.
Yeah.
You have good years, you have bad years, and you just have to deal with it. Nothing is assured, nothing is certain. It's not like a factory. In farming, you might have 1,000 units and the next day due to a storm, due to something, you don't have them anymore.
Right.
And the Bitcoin is a bit like that. You can have a lot of euros in terms of comparison, and then the next day it can crash and you don't have those euros. And we got used to it with the fiat system of having like a steady, which is not steady, it's just a steady decline. It's not a natural, but farming is a natural cycle with the seasons, with everything.
Okay, Bitcoin mining and farming are quite similar in that regard.
Yeah.
You have these different cycles and you have the ups and the downs, and it's outside of your control.
Yeah, they are.
We all want to go to the moon, but if you want to ride the rocket, you got to be prepared to pull the G's.
Fred's business in Madeira helps to not only decentralize farming, but also the Bitcoin hash rate, which is increasingly concentrated in data centers in the US and China.
What we're doing here in farming, it's a bit of the same thing, because farming it's also dominated by hyperscalers. And when you choose to create a farm in Madeira, for example, and feed people around you, you're basically decentralizing the food system. Otherwise, the food only comes from one place, goes to the same factory, is processed and is distributed by the same people.
Right, okay. So do you think farmers make good hodlers?
I think so. I think they have first a long-term view. We have plants that we planted 5 years ago and we still haven't harvested them. So it takes a long time. If you plant a fruit tree, if you plant a timber tree, it takes 5 to 20 years for you to have a return.
Okay.
So you have to sit on your investment. So it's a bit like Bitcoin. You just sit on your investment, you don't trade it, you don't sell it, you don't buy it, you just sit on it. You kind of let it grow.
Just like a tree.
Just like a tree, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this is the laurel.
Oh, so these are little trees.
Yeah. This is our agroforestry part of the project.
So they also plant trees. See this here? And these take 5 years to grow?
More. They take around 10 to have a decent harvest.
Really? And what's laurel trees used for? What's their purpose?
It's the bay leaf laurel.
Oh, it's a bay leaf?
Yeah. So this is the endemic one from Madeira.
Does that make the bolognese even better?
Yeah, it does.
So Fred was an IT nerd who was already mining Bitcoin back in 2011. But why jack it all in to become a farmer up a mountain in Madeira?
Because of how the world was going and AI. So I was already working with AI in 2013, and I was just seeing where the world was going in terms of economic, of society, and eventually I knew that I was going to be replaced. That was something that really didn't make me happy. Right. Because it's not sustainable. Like I wasn't building anything. So I think especially now in software and in IT and in development, it's not rewarding because you're building something that in 6 months, 2 months, it's gonna get replaced and obsolete. And here, when I plant a tree, it's growing, and 5 years after, it's better. So each year, it's growing. I'm not just eat, sleep and repeat.
So these are the solar panels that provide all the electricity to the Bitcoin miners. So it's 100% green.
It's 100% renewable. We have enough sun currently that we're producing to feed the miner, and they will actually pay less than you mining Bitcoin. They will pay, I think it's like 4 cents per kilowatt. You can make like 7 cents, 8 cents with Bitcoin.
So you might as well mine Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Okay. And that's at current prices. Presumably if Bitcoin goes to 100K or 200K.
Oh yeah, then you make a lot more money.
Right, okay, which is the plan, right?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, we should know where our food comes from.
And how it was produced, what went into it, not just for us, but even for the environment. Many stuff used in agriculture is highly damaged to the environment and to us. People have already reached that conclusion. That's why they will pay and they will prefer products that have traceability, but we're not there yet in terms of what we eat. We don't trust.
Yeah.
We don't verify.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to looking after your things and keeping your Bitcoin safe, then I recommend you check out Xapo Bank. They've been in the Bitcoin space since 2013, and they're a private, regulated bank with headquarters down in Gibraltar. You can go visit them if you so wish. I really recommend Xapo Bank because they help you sleep a bit better at night when it comes to keeping your Bitcoin safe. If you're worried about cold storage, if it's a bit too daunting right now, then it's a great place to start with a trusted, regulated entity that's been doing this for longer than I've been in the Bitcoin space, but not quite as long as Fred has been in the Bitcoin space. Check out Xapo Bank at the link below. Thank you to Xapo for sponsoring this segment. Now, let's go find some worms. Where are all the other solar panels going to go, sorry?
It's going to go near the composting area, so we can have a shelter, so we can put the finished compost and have the vermiculture and the vermicompost under those shelter.
Vermiculture is worms, right?
Yeah, earthworms, production of earthworms.
Can we see the worms?
Yeah, we can see the worms.
Cool. These babies are kept warm with Bitcoin miner heat. Look at these guys.
They just don't like the sun.
They don't like the sun. Oh, I'm sorry, boys. Oh, so they're burrowing in to avoid the sun.
Exactly. But their ideal temperature is, again, 23 to 25 degrees.
Bitcoin miner heat.
Just gonna put these back in their resting place. The miner is just there, guys, okay? I think they're good now. I just find it so weird that Satoshi's invention is doing stuff in nature now. It's keeping worms warm. It's helping this greenhouse, this nursery grow. And yet it's all because of some open source code that was released 16 years ago. If Satoshi is watching this, then please hit like and subscribe. He's definitely not watching. So we're in this second greenhouse, which was damaged by the storm, which you can hear is rattling up there. But the plan is to redo what was done in the first greenhouse here, have more Bitcoin miners generated by solar energy, and then expand into further greenhouses to have an even bigger operation with more plants. And just so that people understand, like, this is quite a big greenhouse, and you need how many miners to keep it at the right temperature?
This one, 2 miners.
Just 2 miners?
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that this machine that's, what, this big, where did you get the fertilizer from?
There's a dairy farm right over here.
Ah, right.
We're neighbors of a dairy farm, and they just bring all the manure and we mix it with carbon and other dried stuff. That one is almost ready. And when the compost is finished, we bag it, as we have big bags there. We bag it and we put it under the solar carport, and also the worms will be under the solar carport.
Wow, so you really are doing everything A to Z, vertically integrated.
Yeah.
The whole biosphere in one space.
Yeah, taking advantage of something that this was also waste. Like, has agriculture moved to chemical fertilizers? Nobody uses manure, so now this is a problem. The dairy farm and other places have a problem, and instead of them having a problem, they dump it here and we turn it into fertilizer.
So yeah, there's got to be a Bitcoin farmer in every country soon,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think things are evolving that way.
Yeah.
Yes, people who have watched my work for years will get that this is a reference to Farmer Tom in Northern Ireland, who turns organic farm waste just like this into Bitcoin. Before I could buy some plants with Bitcoin, we headed up to the Bitcoin mining lab and dehydration space. Guess what heat source Fred uses to dry out the herbs? We met Fred's gigantic dogs, who also double as security against Bitcoin journalists like myself.
You know, your dad's Bitcoin mining. You are the biggest dog I've ever seen, but he's stronger and
He's taller than me.
Fred's next move is a 45-metre solar carport that will take him from 4 kilowatts to 100 kilowatts of solar production. That powers more miners, which heats more greenhouses, which grows more herbs. And the real unlock is using that same miner heat to dehydrate those herbs.
So what's this space?
This is currently the warehouse, and where we're storing the stuff for the rebuild.
So Bitcoin mining for herbs.
This here is going to be the dehydrator.
Yeah, so like herbs are going to come in, they're going to leave dehydrated and ready to be eaten or cooked with.
The herbs arrive, they are washed, then they go to the cold room, and then they go to the dehydrator, where they are dehydrated and then packaged.
Okay, and the dehydration is done by Bitcoin miners?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is possible?
Yeah, we already did that with chilies, with herbs, with...
Nice. And where are the Bitcoin miners themselves?
They're inside.
Ooh, it's a lab ant miner is interesting to film. Yeah.
So these are hashboards.
Yeah, these are hashboards.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So if you ever wondered what was in the inside of a Bitcoin miner, this is it. So you'll be able to explain it. What's going on here? What am I looking at? This is hashboards?
These are, yeah, this is a hashboard. These are the heat sinks of the hashboard, and below are the chips that make the calculating the math power.
Okay, and they're just dumb machines that do one thing very well, which is guess
Yeah,
or hash. Cool. And that's the actual finished thing. That's an S19 or S21?
S21,
Okay.
this one.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I know they're heavy.
It's heavy.
So, can you tell me which way the heat comes, no, the cold comes in and the heat goes out, which way?
So the cold air comes here and heat comes out of here.
Okay.
So fresh air, intake, outtake.
So that's where the heat comes out of the Bitcoin miner and goes to warm the worms or dry out the herbs or warm the greenhouses.
Yeah.
Right? And soon the reservoir. Cool. And what else? So this is the workshop where you...
Yeah, this is where we disassemble and fix and clean the miners.
And so do you have to clean the miners a lot more because it's in a greenhouse, which obviously has lots of soil and moisture and humidity and stuff in the air?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
okay.
one of the reasons we have around 95 to 97% uptime. It's because we have to constantly keep cleaning them. You can see the corrosion that happens because it gets full of dust. And then with humidity, that dust gets white and it starts corroding everything. And it will clog even the machine.
So there's one last thing we need to do before we leave, and that's obviously buy a plant that was made with Bitcoin mining heat. So what do I have in here? What was the name of it again?
It's pineapple sage.
Pineapple sage. Yeah, it smells like sage. It smells like sage. Nah. Okay, thank you very much.
First.
And how much Bitcoin mine does it need? Bitcoin miners, sure is okay without Bitcoin miners. Forget what I said.
Yeah,
it
it
was
might
a terrible,
be.
it was a terrible joke.
It would be good to have some Bitcoin miners at home.
Nice. And then can I pay in Bitcoin?
Yes.
Yeah?
How much is it, sorry?
It's €5.
So do you want to set the amount for me? So I'm going to open up my BitKit wallet, I'm going to scan it. Yeah, I've got to see the QR code, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, there you go, it's received. Nice. Is that your first Bitcoin payment in a while, or?
In a while, yes.
In a while, okay, cool.
People usually don't like to spend their Bitcoins. Yeah. People want to save it.
Well, we can laugh about this in 20 years when this plant is worth more than the greenhouses. Yeah.
The wallet I used here is BitKit wallet. To start your Bitcoin journey today, the first 21 people to scan this BitKit QR code get free Bitcoin. Thank you, BitKit.
Thank you, Daniela. Obrigado.
Thank you, Joe.
And thank you, Fred, as well. And thank you, little man. Yeah, Daddy mines Bitcoin.
Fred didn't set out to make a statement about Bitcoin or the environment. He just wanted to grow food and his family in a way that made sense. Sustainably, independently, and on his own terms. The fact that Bitcoin miners turned out to be the best heaters he could find, that's just what happens when you stop blindly trusting the system and start verifying for yourself. I came up this mountain looking for a greenhouse heated by Bitcoin. But what I found was so much bigger. A family building a farm that doesn't need permission from anyone. Not from the banks, not from the energy companies, and not from the industrial food system. Just sun, soil, sats, and a few machines that turn electricity into heat and the world's most misunderstood money.
Thank you so much to Fred and his family for showing me his wonderful Bitcoin mining project. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and join me and this lovely goat in celebrating Bitcoin's success around the world. And check the above video for another deep dive into Bitcoin around the world. That was a good ending, isn't it?